Welcome to the ultimate hidden treasure of the coin world. Today, I'm about to reveal the shocking truth behind the ultra-rare 1900 bicentennial Silver Eagle $1 coin. A coin so powerful, so insanely valuable, it could turn you into a billionaire overnight. This isn't just a piece of silver, it's a secret fortune waiting to explode. If you've got this coin, you're holding history, wealth, and your future in your hands. Don't blink. What you're about to hear might just change your life forever. First, imagine holding in your hands a simple coin, a 1963 Jefferson nickel, that looks just like any other. But here's the twist. This unassuming piece of metal could be worth millions. Yes, millions. It's not just pocket change. It's a forgotten treasure, a sleeping giant of wealth that many overlook. If you have this coin, especially one marked with a D mint mark or a rare Philadelphia variation with errors, you might just be holding a ticket to unimaginable fortune. 63 was not just any year for coin collectors. That year, the U.S. Mint produced Jefferson nickels in both Denver, D, and Philadelphia. But some strange things happened during minting. A handful of these coins came out with oddities, off-center strikes, doubled dies, or extraordinary luster. These weren't regular nickels. They were flawed masterpieces, and it's those small mistakes, those tiny imperfections, that have turned a few into some of the most valuable coins in American history. Now, here's where the mystery deepens. Some 1963 Jefferson nickels carry the inscription Liberty and appear to be worth only 5 cents. But whispers in the world of numismatics speak of rare pieces misprinted with a 1-cent error. Coins that shouldn't even exist. These extremely rare misprints are like finding a diamond in a mine full of rocks. If you find one, don't spend it, don't trade it, and don't underestimate it. You're not holding a coin, you're holding destiny. Coins minted in Philadelphia don't carry a mint mark, but that doesn't make them less special. In fact, the absence of a mint mark on a 1963 nickel with certain rare traits, like proof-like surfaces or uncirculated condition, can actually increase its value astronomically. Philadelphia coins have a legacy of spawning rare varieties. And when one slips through the cracks with a unique die error or minting glitch, it becomes the ultimate collector's prize. These are the coins that can fetch hundreds of thousands, even millions under the right spotlight. Now let's talk about the Denver mint mark, D. A select few 1963 Jefferson nickels with this mark have surfaced with incredibly rare characteristics. Full steps on Monticello, pristine condition, and even die breaks, or doubling on the letters. These specific traits launch the value of the coin from average to astronomical. A near-perfect specimen has already sold for tens of thousands, and experts believe that a flawless, rare-error version with the D could command over $1 million at the right auction. That's not just valuable, that's life-changing. It's not just the metal, the age, or the mint mark that makes this coin worth so much. It's the story, the rarity, the enigma. Coins like these are like buried treasure that somehow escaped history's grasp, ending up in dusty drawers, piggy banks, or forgotten collections. When you find one, you're not just finding a valuable object, you're connecting with a piece of American heritage. And for the right buyer, that story alone adds zeros to the price tag. The fortune in your hands. So what should you do if you have one? First, don't clean it. Don't handle it with bare hands. Preserve it in a coin holder and get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Once verified, you'll be standing in a position most people only dream of, owning a coin worth hundreds of thousands or even millions. With rarity like this, bidding wars can erupt, and collectors across the globe will chase it like gold. This isn't just about numismatics, it's about destiny. A single 1963 Jefferson nickel could flip your world upside down. From struggling to thriving, from unnoticed to celebrated. All it takes is one rare coin, a bit of knowledge, and the courage to believe in miracles. If you're lucky enough to have this piece of history, protect it, treasure it, and remember, it may look small, but it holds the power to change your life forever. Second, can you imagine becoming a billionaire overnight, just by finding a simple coin lying at the bottom of a drawer? That dream is closer than you think. The 1964 Jefferson nickel, especially one from Philadelphia, or with a rare Denver D, mint mark is more than just 5 cents. It's a hidden titan of treasure. Many people have spent this coin unknowingly, tossing away a fortune, but a few lucky collectors have discovered the truth. This coin holds if it carries the rare traits that make it truly legendary. 64 was a turning point in U.S. coinage history. With rising demand and political tension, millions of nickels were struck. But among them, a tiny handful were born differently. These rare Jefferson nickels hold secrets, unusual errors, odd minting strikes, full Monticello steps, or even mysterious misprints. These aren't just factory flukes, they're golden tickets. When experts say this coin could be worth over $1 million today, they're not exaggerating. You might just be holding history's best-kept secret. At first glance, the 1964 Jefferson nickel looks ordinary, featuring the word Liberty and Jefferson's iconic profile. But the real excitement begins when a rare misprint shows up. An accidental 1 cent inscription instead of 5 cents. Such an error is unheard of, almost mythological. If you find one like this, you're not just lucky. You're holding a one-of-a-kind miracle. This phantom misprint is believed to be so rare that collectors would battle fiercely to own it, offering life-changing sums to the lucky finder. The power of the D mintmark coins minted in Denver are marked with a tiny D, but the wealth they could carry is anything but small. Some 1964 D Jefferson nickels are known for having extremely rare characteristics: sharp strikes, full steps, off-center designs, or doubling in the date or lettering. These features are the golden traits that skyrocket the coin's value into the millions. It's not just a mint mark, it's a symbol of opportunity, a secret code that could unlock your financial freedom. Unlike Denver, Philadelphia minted nickels don't show a mint mark, but that doesn't make them any less powerful. In fact, 1964 nickels from Philly have emerged with ultra-rare error varieties, die clashes, proof-like surfaces, and even unexplainable mintage oddities. Some Philadelphia coins from this year are so pristine and unique that collectors label them museum pieces. If you spot one with full Monticello steps and flawless condition, you could be sitting on $1 million coin right in your palm. One thing that separates an average coin from a millionaire maker is condition. A 1964 Jefferson nickel with a mirror finish, full details, and no damage is called mint state or proof-like. Combine that with a rare error, and you've got lightning in a bottle. Coins like this don't go unnoticed for long. The moment one shows up at an auction, collectors go wild, offering 6, sometimes 7 figures. Imagine holding such a coin in your hand, one so rare, so pristine, that it can pay off your house, your debt, and still leave you with more than enough to live your dream life. What to do? If you have one, first things first, don't panic, don't clean it, don't spend it. If you suspect your 1964 Jefferson nickel is rare, handle it gently, place it in a protective sleeve, and get it professionally graded. Look for details like die cracks, doubling, off-center strikes, or anything out of the ordinary. Contact certified grading services like PCGS or NGC. Once graded, your coin's true value will be revealed, and it may shock even the experts. This one step can turn your coin from pocket change to power currency. This isn't just about numismatics. It's about destiny. A small nickel with a big legacy. A forgotten piece of history with the power to rewrite your future. The 1964 Jefferson nickel might seem tiny, but don't let its size fool you. It carries potential, mystery, and a story worth millions. If you're fortunate enough to have one of these rare versions in your collection, don't let it slip away. It's not just a coin, it's a key. A key to a future filled with riches, recognition, and a legacy few could ever dream. Third, it looks like an ordinary coin, something you might toss into a vending machine or drop in your car's cup holder. But what if I told you that a 1980 Jefferson nickel, especially one bearing rare features or unusual minting quirks, could be worth millions today? That's right. This modest coin, struck over 4 decades ago, could be the you'll ever own. It may look small, but in the right condition, with the right error, it could make you a billionaire overnight. The mystery behind 1980-1980 was a pivotal year in coin production. The U.S. Mint, running at full force, produced massive numbers of Jefferson nickels in both Philadelphia and Denver. But among those millions, a few coins emerged with bizarre mistakes, misaligned strikes, doubled images, off-center designs, or even strange compositions. These minting anomalies were overlooked by most. But in the world of collectors, these flaws are pure gold. If your 1980 nickel hides one of these rare traits, you may be unknowingly sitting on a hidden fortune. Every Jefferson nickel bears the word liberty. But in 1980, rumors began swirling about a batch of coins with mysterious inscriptions. Some claim to have spotted a 1-cent error instead of the standard 5 cents, a glitch so rare it shouldn't even exist. Imagine finding that in your change, a coin that visually defies logic, rewriting the rules of minting history. That kind of error isn't just rare, it's 1 in a billion. And for collectors, it's priceless. Coins minted in Philadelphia in 1980 didn't carry a mint mark, making them seem less distinct. But here's the secret. Some Philadelphia nickels from that year were struck with rare, unintentional variations. From proof-like surfaces to obscure die clashes, these coins appear plain on the outside. But under magnification, they reveal details that can launch their value into the stratosphere. If you've got a no-mint mark 1980 nickel that looks just a bit off, it could be a silent giant, waiting to be discovered. Now shift your eyes to the 1980 D Jefferson nickel, the one with the Denver mint mark. While most of these were regular, circulation coins, a handful came out with dramatic mint errors. Some show doubling on Jefferson's face or letters, while others boast full steps on Monticello, tiny architectural details that, when perfectly struck, skyrocket a coin's value. In pristine, uncirculated condition, with rare traits, a 1980 D nickel could command up to $1 million or more in private auctions. Every coin tells a story, but the ones that shine the brightest are those in mint state, MS condition. That means untouched, glossy, and flawless. Pair this condition with a rare misprint or minting error, and you've got a coin that collectors dream of. These aren't sold over the counter. They're battled for at elite auctions, commanding jaw-dropping prices. A 1980 Jefferson nickel, with the perfect storm of rarity, error, and condition, could easily turn an ordinary person into an instant millionaire. Paragraph 7. What to do if you think you have one of these rare gems. First, stop everything. Handle it carefully, preferably with gloves. Never clean it, and place it in a protective holder. The next step is to have it graded by professionals like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade adds legitimacy, opening the door to high-value auctions. Once authenticated, your coin becomes a rare, recognized artifact, something serious collectors will pay dearly to own. One smart move here could change your entire financial future. Paragraph 8. One coin. Infinite possibility. The 1980 Jefferson nickel isn't just currency. It's a symbol of possibility. A reminder that treasure sometimes hides in plain sight. It could be in your drawer, your pocket, your childhood coin collection. It may seem small, but its value could dwarf your wildest expectations. If you're lucky enough to own this silent legend, hold it close, treat it like gold, and remember, the fortune of a lifetime might already be in your hand. Fourth, it's small, it's simple, and chances are you've passed it by without a second thought. But the 1989 Jefferson nickel, especially one minted in Philadelphia or bearing the Denver D mint mark, may hold a value beyond imagination. Beneath its worn silver-gray surface could be a jackpot, a coin so rare, so valuable, it could instantly turn you from ordinary to extraordinary. If you've got one of these hidden legends in your collection or pocket, you're not just holding change. You're holding a 1989 was the end of a decade and the beginning of something special in American coinage. Millions of nickels rolled off the presses, but somewhere in that mass production, mistakes were made. And it's in those mistakes, those rare minting errors, that fortunes are found. Off-center strikes, doubled dies, weak strikes, and even phantom inscriptions have all been rumored to exist on 1989 nickels. And when those errors meet near-perfect condition, that's where the million-dollar magic happens. Imagine flipping over your 1989 Jefferson nickel and seeing something that defies logic, a mark where it should say 5 cents. While no official mint record confirms this, collectors whisper of a freak misprint, a cross-design error where the nickel was struck with a penny die. If real, it would be one of the rarest coin mistakes in American history. One single specimen like this could fetch at auction. If you find it, guard it with your life. It's a once-in-a-century mistake worth its weight in gold. Now here's the secret most overlooked. 1989 nickels from the Philadelphia Mint carry no. But that doesn't mean they're worthless. Quite the opposite. The Philadelphia Mint has a quiet history of producing coins with rare die clashes, misplaced dates, or even doubled letters. Some 1989 Philly nickels have such clean, sharp details they mimic proof coins. And if you've got one with a strong strike, unique anomaly, and original luster, it could launch you into a world of wealth reserved only for the elite. The mighty D of Denver. The 1989 D. Jefferson nickel might look common, but don't be fooled. Denver has been known to accidentally release coins with striking flaws, double die obverses, mint mark errors, and off-center designs. Collectors crave the perfect storm, a mint-state Denver nickel with full Monticello steps and a dramatic error. Such a coin is not just rare, it's elite. The kind that shows up in bidding wars, collectors' showcases, and headlines. If you're holding a flawless 1989 D with those rare traits, you might just be sitting on $1 million legacy. Full steps, and full fortune. There's one tiny detail that makes a massive difference in the world of Jefferson nickels. Full steps on Monticello. These crisp lines, found on the reverse side of the coin, are incredibly rare when perfectly struck. Combine full steps with an error or proof-like surface, and you've got a coin that sends shockwaves through the numismatic world. A 1989 Jefferson nickel with full steps and a rare error is like lightning in your palm. And lightning in this case can strike with the force of 7 figures. If you think you've found one of these rare 1989 nickels, don't waste a second. Place it in a soft cloth or coin holder, avoid cleaning it, and get it graded by professionals like NGC or PCGS. These organizations will confirm its authenticity, condition, and potential value. Once certified, you're not just a coin holder. You're the owner of a financial weapon. Auctions around the world await coins like this. Bidders will line up, and your quiet little coin could become the loudest announcement of your new life. Paragraph 8. One coin to rule them all. So the next time you see a 1989 Jefferson nickel, don't look away. Look closer. That humble piece of metal could be the key to your dreams. Whether it's a Philadelphia mystery, a Denver masterpiece, or a mythical 1-cent misprint, one coin could change your home, your future, your name, transformed, forever. You're not just holding 5 cents, you're holding because in this story, the smallest coin holds the biggest.